YouTube, how's it going? My name is Leo Nunez and I am a real estate agent here in Southern California, and I am a part of Team BC. And today I'm going to be telling you how to get your real estate license. All Before we can get into the video, I know everybody watching this video is brand new, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button to follow my journey as a Southern California realtor, as well as hit that like button for me, please. All right, so let's get into today's video. To get your real estate license, every state has a consensus on the fact that you need to be 18 years of age to get your real estate license, on top of requiring a certain number of hours of education to be able to apply for the real estate exam. Here in California, they require 135 hours of completed coursework in order to be able to apply for the state exam. This can be done one of two ways. The first way is in person, where you're talking to somebody and you're sitting in the classroom. These typically are a little bit more expensive, around $200 to $500, but you do get the advantage of having a teacher there. So if you don't understand something or you have a question on something, you automatically are getting your answer from that person. The second way would be going to online school, which I feel a majority of the people would prefer, especially during this time. And that typically will run you anywhere from $100 to about $300, depending on the school that you choose. I would definitely recommend that you do your research into the real estate school that you want to choose, whether it be online or in person, because there's two different methods that I've seen online. One method would be where they just give you a book and you have to read 300 to 400 page book, and then you're tested on the material. And then I've also seen more of like, not a classroom setting, but a setting where you have a space where you can go ask questions to somebody if you're not understanding, and they have more modules where you are learning opposed to just reading. Like I said, you do your own research. If you do like the reading aspect of just reading 300 pages and being tested on what you read, the real estate school I went to was License Solution online. If you decide you don't like that route, I hear a lot of great things about Real Estate Express. So go ahead and check out those two schools. If not, again, like I said, do your own research. That way you're more informed. So I'm going to give you more of my experience on how it worked for me here in California. So like I said, we are required of 135 hours of coursework to be completed. So with my real estate school, like I said, they gave me the book and I read it, and then I was able to take the test. So from the day that they gave me the first book to start reading, my countdown of 18 days had started. And so when my 18 days were completed, the next book was available to start reading or learning. Whether I finished the first book or not, the second book was available for me to start. And then from the 18-day calendar started, and then the third book on the 18th day after the second book had already been dropped, the third book would open. So about 36 days before all three books is when about all three books will be unlocked for yourself. And then, so you're going to read the book, you're going to take an exam, and then if you pass that exam, you're going to be getting a certificate. Once you get that certificate, you're going to want to print it out, keep it in a safe place. And then once you completed all three of those courses and you have all three certificates, you're going to want to go online and either fill out your salesperson application online and print it out that way, or print it out and fill it out in person. Make sure when you guys are filling out your paperwork that you guys don't accidentally check a box that is unnecessary, because it will just delay the process of you getting an exam schedule date. So for instance, say you're gonna start your courses. It's gonna take about 36 days just for all of them to unlock. So you could have completed 1 and 2 by now, and you just have the third one open. So we'll just say, for a good number, 45 days to complete your coursework here in California. On top of that, every state is different, but here in California, we have a 6 to 8 week processing time of salesperson applications. So once your application goes, you send your application and they receive it, say 3 to 5 days later, that starts the calendar of 6 to 8 weeks. So we're starting 45 days, so just call it even 2 months, and then you got to wait another 2 months for them to process your application. If you by accident filled out the wrong box, you're potentially putting yourself back another month, because they now have to send you a letter saying that they need more documents or that they need something from you, whatever it is. So you got to wait for that letter to come in, and then you got to mail out whatever you need to send out to them. And if it was an accident, you got to write it out, like say, oh, I marked that box by accident, I actually don't need that, and then just sign and date it at the bottom. You can mail that out, which is going to take another 5 to 7 days, or what I recommend is you fax it, because they're getting that same day. And then the processing time starts then or the next day. We'll just say next business day so they can have time to process. And then you're waiting a whole nother month for them to process whatever paperwork you sent, or just that paperwork saying that it was an accident. So you do not want to delay yourself that extra month. So do your due diligence and make sure that you're filling out your paperwork the way it needs to be done. All right. And so once you hear back from them after the 2-month processing time, and they tell you that you're able to schedule a date, just know right now, because of COVID, they're not allowing as many people to take the exam. So things are being pushed back, I believe, up to 2 months to be able to schedule an exam. So in this free time that you're waiting for them to wait for your application to be processed, and as well as scheduling, you have 4 months here to study for the state exam. What I recommend is a thing called Prep Agent. They have their own website, and they'll help you pass your real estate exam. And I'll be making a video here very shortly on how I passed my real estate exam on my first try. I'll give you guys my study habits and what I did to get that, to facilitate that. Once you get your real estate license, you're gonna want to sign on with a broker, and I'll definitely be making another video on what the steps are after you get your license and pass your exam. I definitely want you guys to avoid the mistakes I did to get my real estate license. That way you guys are not waiting up to 7 months like myself to get it. I started the process here back in March of 2020, and I didn't get it until November of 2020. So to avoid that, just like I said, do your due diligence on your paperwork, that you're filling it out properly, and that all your boxes are checked that need to be checked, and the ones that are blank, you don't need to be filling in. So let's recap this video. You need to be 18 years of age in all states. You need to complete the required number of hours for your state to do your coursework. So finding a real estate school specific to your state to give you the hours needed. And then from there, once you completed their coursework, you're gonna apply for the salesperson exam. You're gonna fill out that application and send it off. Depending on your state, it's gonna take a couple months for them to process all of that. And then once you're able to schedule an exam, it's gonna take another couple months for you to be able to take your test. So in that time, you guys are gonna wanna be studying. And like I said, in a later video, I'm gonna be telling you guys my study habits to pass your exam on the first try. All right, be on the lookout for my videos coming up here. I plan to make one video a week. It's gonna start after this week. This is gonna be the only exception, but I'm gonna start posting videos on Tuesdays. So be on the lookout every Tuesday for a video, and as things progress, we'll probably add another day that we start making videos, potentially Friday. We'll see. Thanks, guys. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to follow my journey. All right, have a great day. Bye-bye.